All right, so for an activity that I want you to do is to get your second sheet of paper, and first you're going to draw a heart, and the base point of the heart we're going to say is at the coordinate pair of 3, 5. And I want you to do is I want you to reflect this across the x-axis, pretending that there's an x-axis, or basically across an horizontal line of symmetry. But I also then want you to label what would the new ordered pair be. What would this new coordinate point be given this reflection? And draw your heart. Okay? Over here we have a diamond, and we have the same ordered pair, but this time we're going to be using a reflection across the y-axis. And so given that, it doesn't matter, and let's just make life a little bit easier, and we're going to pretend this is a -3, and that way if you reflect pretending that the line is here, it'll make life a little bit easier to move it that way so you're not crowding up on this guy. Technically, either or. Okay, so let's make that negative and reflect it over here. What I want you to do down here is I want you to draw whatever shape or even design that you'd like. Again, don't make it necessarily too complicated, but you can do anything, and you're going to reflect it across the y equals x line of symmetry. And I want you to give it one ordered pair, assuming that this again goes along, kind of if I had a coordinate grid, it might look something like this. This would be my y, this would be my x. And so given that information, what might your point be, depending on where you draw it? And that might help you figure out where also, when you reflect it, this is your key on what the ordered pair, your new ordered pair should look like, no matter which direction you reflect it across. And the same thing over here. We have our y equals -x, and if we were to put this on a coordinate grid, just ever so faintly, you're welcome to darken it in, and I have my y and my x, draw a shape or design, and it doesn't technically matter which side you're on, reflect it across that line of symmetry using the technique that we did before, where you can trace over it or fold it and then trace over on the back, and you'll get the image on it, and figure out its new ordered pair. All right, make sure you submit proof of work, and I hope this helps.